Hello everyone, as with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $1.43. It was a green day for XRP. And if you look at the 1 week, you could see the next leg up just happened. But I want to see us continue upward. I see so many people right now saying this is a bull trap. I'll talk about that as well. Other people are saying this is the breakout we've been waiting for. No matter how you look at it, it's nice to see the market moving upward. And Bitcoin is back above 70K, sitting just under 73K right now. And we're still following Bitcoin. I still think Bitcoin has that one last run up in it before it comes crashing down. I see so many people saying it's over for Bitcoin. I wouldn't count it out yet. And as it moves up, it's going to take the rest of the market with it. You're going to see XRP rising, XLM, and so on. I just want to get to the point where we get that euphoria back in crypto, where everybody is talking about crypto again. And we're finally out of the extreme fear. We moved into the fear yesterday. It's nice to see that, because I think the uncertainty might also be leaving crypto now. People are starting to get more confident in crypto because it didn't pull back like it did in the past. Even with the war breaking out in Iran, crypto held up very well. And I think people are starting to notice it now. And look at the Bitcoin dominance. Everybody's expecting it to fall off of a cliff here, but it rose back up again. You want to see the dominance falling as the price is rising. That solidifies alt season. Yet everybody right now on X is screaming alt season once again. This chart has perfectly predicted the current bull trap to 73K. We're mirroring the 2022 pattern right now, and Bitcoin will dump to $45,000 in 12 days. Position accordingly. I don't believe we're going to see that happen. In fact, if you look at the catalysts that are lined up for crypto right now, especially utility-driven cryptocurrencies, how do they go back down from here? All it takes is the president to sign regulations into law, and it is over. We will see institutional adoption like we've never seen before. I don't know about Bitcoin. I still think it's going to rise up from here. Let's see how it all plays out. And like I said, it is not alt season. Yesterday, we were at 35. Today, we're at 32. Alt season doesn't begin until this chart is above 75. And even social media, alt season discussions have hit rock bottom on social media, which historically has been a strong buy signal before major alt rallies begin, per sentiment. When nobody's talking about it and everybody has given up on crypto, that's usually when the breakout happens. And that's how it is in crypto still. Wait until retail comes FOMOing back in. This time, they will also see institutional FOMO as well. It is going to be a crazy time ahead for crypto. Don't let these people fool you by saying it's over. We're going into a prolonged bear market. How do you end up in a prolonged bear market if tokenization is amping up and cross-border payments are ramping up? And then beyond that, there's a chance we still see scarcity for XRP. XRP has seen an increased liquidity crunch on Binance, setting up for a potential price shift. So what they're saying is the order books are very thin on Binance right now. So if big buyers come in, they could move the price very fast. And so far, we've been watching the whales buy up XRP for a good period of time now. As people are selling, the whales are scooping it up. XRP whales accumulated 1.3 billion XRP in just 48 hours. Everybody's talking about how much crypto is left on the exchanges now. We've never seen this for XRP in the past. No, everybody always said, don't worry, there will never be scarcity for XRP. Yet the exchanges are running out. And I think it's because a lot of the numbers we've seen on the exchanges, that's other people's crypto. That's retail crypto sitting on the exchange. Now retail is pulling their crypto off the exchanges, putting it in cold storage, or moving it to Flare to get that yield off of their XRP, earn from their XRP. This time is so much different than previous runs, and yet people still think we're going to see these conservative numbers between $8 and $10. I believe we are going a hell of a lot higher than $8 or $10. XRP next target of $5.32 will retire my entire bloodline. An XRP analyst says a hidden bullish divergence signals potential trend continuation. XRP has retested a 7-year ascending trend line as strong long-term support. A drop in Bitcoin dominance could trigger XRP's next major expansion phase. The projected target implies a market cap near $325 billion, or roughly $5.32 per XRP. Take notice, he said that price point will retire his entire bloodline. I see all these people bragging that they're holding 500,000, 1 million XRP. A lot of these people just got here recently. I don't remember half of these people from years ago, and I've been in crypto for quite a while now. And I always tell people, I think it's because they want to get that engagement. They want to see if other people follow what they're saying. In other words, oh, I'm holding 1 million. Well, I'm holding 500,000. And I see it go on every single day on X. I think it's all nonsense. And most of these people are just looking for engagement. Buy as much as you can. Sit back and just wait for it to happen. You don't need to be flexing all over social media either. You're going to make yourself a future target if you do that. Ripple CEO reshares Trump's message with a strong message to XRP Army and banks. So Brad Garlinghouse said an extremely pointed message from the President of the United States to those who are dragging their feet on clarity. This is and always has been about what is best, what is in the best interest of the American people. So now we have the president also telling them they need to come to an agreement and get this done already. I think the president is as fed up as we are. We were supposed to have clarity by Thanksgiving. Then it was Christmas. Here we are now in 2022, and they're talking about it possibly getting done before the midterm elections. Get this done with or without the banks, because the banks are going to continue to try and hold this up as long as they possibly can. And the second that this gets signed, that's it. We are getting institutional adoption in crypto. We're going to see the rise of tokenization shortly after as well. And all of that benefits XRP and other utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Honestly, I still believe that they're holding this up because they know it hurts their precious Bitcoin. And look at the ETF volume, $52.08 million. Like I said, when the price rises, we will see the daily volume rise. We will see ETF FOMO also. And we didn't have ETFs in the previous runs either. We didn't have institutional money in previous runs. Yet everybody's so conservative on where XRP is going. It'll never hit those price points based on market cap and circulating supply. You could forget about it ever hitting $10 plus. You know, everybody used to say XRP is never going above $1 again, and then it did. Then they said it's never going to see above $2, so it went above $2. They said, well, it's not going above $3, and yet it did. And we will see the same thing happen in double digits. Then it'll happen in triple digits. You know, everybody underestimates XRP until it happens. And this is most likely the most important video you're ever going to hear. The integration play is going to be XRP. Take a listen to this.
How do we make money on this? What do we buy?
Okay, so what you're going to be buying right now are organizations like Ethereum. You're going to be buying XRP, Ripple. By the way, pay attention to the fact that they have integrated into banks. And so follow where the big money's going. As we're looking at AI, I mean, any of the big AI players are going to be around, right? It's just how do we actually get them integrated and what are the contracts that they're ultimately getting? And so I think that Microsoft is going to do pretty well in that space because they've got all the desktop items and everything else. Apple's going to continue to perform, especially if they can get a wallet and we can get more integration into the banking system. So I think that you're going to see variations of this move forward here into 2026, into 2027. I think everyone's expecting a slightly different financial system coming. And so the answer to that is it's going to be stable coins. It's going to be cross-border transfers. It's going to be more efficient ways of doing things. And so a lot of these companies are not necessarily money. Like Ethereum isn't money. It's the actual functionality of real-world integration and how it makes your life easier.
Right. The chain of point A, point B, I don't know, the communication story.
Absolutely.
So whether some companies survive and some don't, that's not the story for Ethereum. It's getting everything across in that communication. Notable non-mention, you mentioned XRP, you mentioned Ethereum, notable non-mention was Bitcoin.
Well, okay, so here's the deal. I'd love to own Bitcoin, okay? I believe in Bitcoin, but if I'm looking at where the greatest upside is, Bitcoin at 167 versus Ethereum at 135 right now, I'm buying Ethereum, or
67.
XRP.
Wait,
XRP is at 145.
Bitcoin's at 67,000. Is that what you meant? Okay.
And XRP is at 145. And so the point is there's much higher upside, in my opinion, in the short term for Ripple as the integration gets out there. I think that Bitcoin could go down if we see the NASDAQ dip. But the integration play is going to be the XRP.
Take notice, he said the real money is going to come from investing into XRP. And that's what I tell every single person that I run into. If I talk to them about crypto and they're like, well, do you think I should invest in Bitcoin? I'm like, can you afford one whole Bitcoin? If not, you need to pack a decent bag of XRP. The return on investment in XRP is going to be so much bigger. And take notice to his timeline. He was talking about a slightly different financial system. What he was really talking about is a new financial system. And he said this is going to all come together between 2026 and 2027. What have I been saying this entire time? The whole timeline to 2030 has changed. A lot of things got accelerated along the way. I still believe we will see the rise of the new financial system most likely before 2028. Once they get regulations in place, things are going to move very fast. And he's not wrong. I think the only thing he's wrong about is Ethereum. I don't think Ethereum is going to stay relevant into the future. Everything's already shifting away from Ethereum already. But I know a lot of these mainstream media news guys, they always love to talk about Ethereum. Keep it as relevant as long as they can. But like I said at the beginning of this video, I want to see where we go from here. Everybody's saying, we are so back. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And I always like to pump the brakes before I say that. I want to see what happens over the next 24 to 48 hours. If we get the next leg up from here, then things are going to look super bullish. And I want to see us get above $1.60. I think that will solidify that we are so back. But it is nice to see XRP back in the green once again. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.